Gerritsen, just it was a vicar who helped me reconcile with all these things. Hey, what are you doing? But that's not church. When he asked me, are you having services here? I said, well, no, I'm not. He said, but do you gather? Oh, yeah, we do a lot of gathering, heaps of gathering. And yeah, I think there's a good example here. This young girl whose baby, just 2 days from being born, stopped breathing, and they came directly here. And never been in their church, but they claim ownership to this place. Yeah, the whole family, some came from Taranaki, Wanganui, further up north, and this place became a marae. We had the support of a couple of families from the Hosanna Church, and that they were leading church here every night at 7 o'clock. College kids were here, but no, I don't have church services. I told them that no, there is no congregation, but you are my congregation, Aroha. You and your family and your mokopuna who has died is the congregation. When you go home, that congregation goes with you and finishes. Until God sends another. Really, it is like that. Email address is Acts 29, and of course his wife, who sort of knows the Bible, sort of looking puzzled. So she opened it up and couldn't find Acts 29, and only goes to 28. So for the next 5 days, Ropata, you say, Acts 29. You guys are writing the chapter. Well, we got a food bank here that was actually run by people who used to be in the queue, and now they're managing it. But when the weather got really bad, we started having communion over soup. And that's where I learned, that there's one woman who does a lot of work here. Her husband had leukemia. Just hearing these amazing stories over having communion over soup.
Yes.
Well, no, it's not community garden as you would know it, but I knew, a nephew. I only met him through the food bank. He was coming to the queue, and I found out what his last name was. Same name as mine. And I took him some food. I saw his backyard. So next week I asked if we can go and dig up his backyard. His neighbour heard and he said, come and dig mine up. So we've had about 4 or 5. And these two guys allowing their neighbours around them to come in, get vegetables. And I don't know if that's community garden or Aroha garden. We had about 30 odd people. We do have knowledgeable people telling us. I was going to pick this huge puai out there, and the woman said, no, don't do that. You're going to get a couple of sandwiches. Just let the seeds flow out to the other parts. Okay, but Mary Puku thinks what today. Just a couple of months ago, we had a harvest festival at Great Start. Great Start sort of works under Bernardo's. They really linked out into the community. And we also involved new immigrants to be part of that. Actually heading off for Tizay community. Only got as far as Israel. Loved it. Me, my sleeping bag and guitar and $120 American on a one-way ticket. I heard this kia ora. Kia ora? Honika. Yeah, he done I can't remember the Māori name for it, but like it was a pilgrimage. The chaplain's office of the prison. Look, what are you doing? You're with prison fellowship in the faith-based unit, but I'm hearing talks that you're around in the high-medium units. And I said, well, yeah, there's churches, we're doing church there. They don't want Bible study, they want church. And what are we doing? We're going into having this amazing fellowship. I go and be ministered to. These guys are telling me that they sit and all they think is they have to be the ears, because all they're doing is being talked to. And I use that Lectio Divina, is it? The opening up of the Gospels, and that can only be done with the participation of everyone. And Peter Stewart says that's the only way you work with the Bible, because of your limited knowledge. And Psalm 23, as I walk to the valley of the shadow of death. You know how he interpreted that? My mind is the valley. And the more I go into my mind, it gets darker and darker, and I do bad things. And I had to draw back by saying, what's on the other side of the valley? As you talk about the shadow, what creates a shadow? What light? So there is light there. I would never have come up with that until I was there to where he was going. Peter Stewart, he just, wow. So in the paper, I'd read how Housing New Zealand are evicting these women from Farmers Crescent because of the action of the men. Okay? So I went there, and then so I got talking. I said, look, I'd like to walk beside you guys. Just walk, you know, come to the court with you, and I'll wear my badge, kind of thing. And she said, well, maybe you need to meet my dad. I said, who's your dad? Oh, Pock. What? The president of Noanoa. God, it's amazing how you brought all that together. Woohoo! Do we need any hot chili sauce on this?
No. They said I might not be really.
Get me in your arms.